Hey, what's up, Cristiano? Quick demo video for you for your KR Sabers Ray, or your KR Sabers Scavenger. Sorry about that. This is installed the CFX, and it's got a clear resin chassis that you wanted. It is a one-button setup, so that one switch is located here in the cog. And then how to get to everything is you just want to take this pommel, twist it a little bit, and pull it right off. And then you'll see your chassis sticking out. You can pull it out. It's only going to go in and out one way because there's two screws here in the pommel. You can kind of see that bottom one, and then you can kind of see that top one too, right? And then there's two grooves in the chassis. That will be hard to see on camera, but you'll notice that when you get it. So if you try to push it in and those grooves aren't lined up, that's as far as it's going to go right there. But then when you twist it, line it up with the screws, it goes all the way in, right? But when you take this out, this is what you've got. I had a battery in here because I was testing it. We'll take that out. You got your CFX board right here. So easy access to your SD card. You can pop it in and out with your finger, just like that. You've got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker back here. And then you've got two different sets of pixel strips. You've got, what is it, 7 of them. You got a 7 pixel strip accent here and another 7 strip accent right here. So a total of 14. And then, of course, it's a removable battery setup, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll throw a battery in this guy. This does just have the stock font package on it. So, of course, you'll have to go in and put your own sound fonts on. You had mentioned that you wanted the chassis to be blue, but it's actually wired in line with your blade. So it's going to be whatever color your blade is, right? And I'll show you how to see that here in a second with CFX. We'll slap that in, and then we'll put the chassis in. Line up those two grooves. Slide it in, and then come over here and lock down your pommel. It's on a J-lock system. We'll come in, push up on that pommel and lock it in place. You'll feel it lock in. Turn the slide off. We'll come over here and hit activation. It'll open up so far, and then you'll hit activation. So, of course, this first font is set on yellow. Nice smooth swing. Now, if you want to see the chassis lit up from here, you have to leave the Saber on and then come back over here and take the pommel off. And then from here, we can pull it out. And you can see this guy. It is super bright. But of course, it's going to be whatever color your blade is, right? So you'll take that, put it back in. Line those grooves up. As soon as I push this pommel forward and lock it down, you'll see your NeoPixel connector light up. Just like that. All locked in place, and then we'll turn it off. And we'll throw a blade in. This guy takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade. And you'll notice that you have 4 screws up here. You got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Only one of them is a blade retention. One of them is 1 millimeter longer than the other. So what I did was I came over here and I kind of colored that one silver. It'll wipe off with some alcohol if you don't want that on there, but I wanted a way for you to not have to guess which one of these was your blade retention. So that's what I did right there. We'll put a blade in. These fins will open up just enough to put a blade in and not turn the Saber on, okay? So we'll do that. Find the blade retention, and then we'll lock it down. Come over here and turn it on. Just like that. Good flash on flash. To get blaster deflex, it is a quick rotate on the cog wheel. Just like that. If you press on it too long, you'll turn the blade off. All right, so you have to be very careful. This particular setup with a 1-button setup in this cog, it's a little awkward at first. It's going to take some playing and getting used to it. But after a while, you'll get the feel of it, right? And then we'll turn it off. To go to another sound font, you just want to hold on the button.
Sound bank selection.
Until you're done. And then we can just quick click to go through sound fonts.
Crystal focus.
Crystal focus. Nebula. Nebula.
When you find one you like, hold it down. And then we can turn it on. I haven't played with any of the color settings, so all of the sound fonts other than the first one are going to be red, which means your chassis will be red, right? Just like that. Put this back in. Lock it down, and that's what you got. Hold it down to turn it off. We'll go to another sound font.
Sound bank selection.
Nebula.
Granny.
Off. Revolt. Shackle. Support unleashed. The overhauling crucible. The overhauling line.
We'll stop on this one.
Do I have to kill you to get you to stop talking?
Focus path temperature critical.
So I need to go in and change your H temp, which is something that I forgot to do. So I'll do that before I send this out. They usually come, I think, at around 40 or 30 or so, and I set that to 65 so you don't hear that that particular that particular warning. But that's no big deal. I'll change that right after this video. But everything's working like it should. The biggest thing for you will probably be just getting used to the cog. But after you get used to the cog, everything should be pretty smooth for you. And we'll turn it off and we'll take the blade out. We'll just loosen the blade retention. Blade will pop right out, and then we'll come over here from the pommel, of course, and take this out. CFX does have a deep sleep, so if you just want to leave it in there, that'd be okay too. But if not, just come over here from the speaker, the positive side of the battery by the speaker, and you can pop it out with your finger just like that. But that's pretty much your Scavenger. I'm going to leave this out so I can change that H temp setting before I put this back in the box. But let me know if you got any questions, and if not, I can get this out to you tomorrow. All right, thanks.